Okay, I'm back. What I wanted to also do is check the weekly, but I know I'm almost certain that that's actually gotten a lot worse and more extended. It has. We're at critical points on a weekly basis. We're really really screaming hot on a weekly basis on every indicator. So long-term holds, I would be very careful, um, very very careful in terms of how long you want to hold because we could be in for a real shellacking, and that shellacking could, well, yeah, it on a weekly basis 16, 17, and then maybe even down to 11. So we could be in for real, real shellacking. I now certain people like to hodl through those. That's fine. I do not. I do not recommend that for my subscribers. Why is that? Because typically traders are not all that confident about picking a near top or about picking the bottom about when to get in. The facts are that myself and the coin picker algorithms and the indicators and my team, we have been extremely accurate on picking tops and bottoms. We've got on record, publicly announced, picking major top around 19,500, whatever, 19,000, right in that area. Urging everyone to sell out, calling the major bottom right here, which this chart indicates, saying it's time to get back in, and that was absolutely the time to get back in. So that's really one of the main values that CoinPicker offers, and that I offer, and that I specialize in, is picking the tops and bottoms in markets. I would say the record is I don't know why that's happening. I would say our record is good enough that I don't really worry about selling out and whether or not I'll get back in or guide other people to get back in. So just that's enough on that. But I just want to let you know that the proprietary coin picker indicator is screaming that we're in a pretty serious downward potential on a weekly basis. Now keep in mind that weekly basis. Oh, we don't want to do that. That's useless data practically. Let's go to the date. On weekly basis, you're talking about trades in terms of a month or two, or maybe a little longer, 3 months. Daily basis, you're talking in terms of trades of a week or 2 or 3. That's how it works. When you're analyzing on the daily basis, you're really predicting trades for the week. When you're analyzing on a weekly basis, you're really predicting trades for a month or so or more. That's how that works, just so you know. But in any case, that's what's going on in that. Let's get back to... oh boy, what did we lose it here? I guess we did lose it. Okay, well, let's do Ethereum on a weekly basis. Same overbought position, not surprising. It has burned off some of it a little bit here, but this is indeed a high-risk entry point on a weekly basis. Again, this is trading time, not for holding forever. I would trade in and out around here, buy back in after the smash. But this isn't a long-term upward trend market, so we're going to have opportunities to get back in. Now, I want to talk about a project for let's see here. I want to talk about VeChain. Now, I've had VeChain on the list of recommended projects for a very, very long time, and it's an outstanding project, and you can see by its performance here that it's more than keeping up with the average. Now, Litecoin that I recommended was 25.4, so way outpacing. But the VeChain is more than keeping up with the average. And why is that? Well, the world is turning to blockchain and industrial usages, obviously this whole voting business. And so VeChain is one of the specialists. It's built up the credibility. And not only is it a sound crypto project with an outstanding team, but it has real-world uses, real-world profit potential. Crypto, you can think of crypto as a commodity generally. Bitcoin is a commodity. There is no Bitcoin business per se. The project is a commodity. Litecoin is a commodity. But then when you get into VeChain, you're actually talking about a usable, functioning team that charges, and you're beginning to get into the business now, into a business-oriented system where there's profit orientation. Now, whether or not that accrues to the value of the project, slightly different question. But as VeChain gains notoriety, I think the project will gain value and utility, and it's doing all the right things. And of course, it's Asian focused, so it's a little bit more immune from some of the disastrous economic situations we face in the United States. But I'm recommending VeChain strongly as a very targeted blockchain project with profit potential, advanced utility, very solid team. And we're already up significantly. It could be dragged down, but you're talking about investing at a relatively low point in terms of the absolute amount of money. You know, Ethereum versus VeChain. As I often have said, the law of small numbers versus law of large numbers. Well, small numbers indicates that those, what is basically a 2-cent investment can become a 4-cent investment a lot faster than a $740 investment will become approximately a $1,500 investment. And that was one of the reasons why I said invest in Litecoin versus invest in Bitcoin. Litecoin is going to hit $200 well before Bitcoin hits at this point $50,000, $400. It's not going to happen for Bitcoin as fast as it's going to happen for Litecoin. Could that change? Possibly. I'm not going to bet on it. And believe me, having traded for quite a long time, I've seen enough success with that sort of reasoning that you really want to consider that as a foundational approach. So basically, we're also going to talk about something else here that I think is just really outstanding in terms of how accurate and where we're going with it. Let's do gold per ounce. I'm using different charts. Okay, gold has a long way to go on a daily basis. It's nowhere near its top, and it's over $100 up from when I recommended it. It was at 1800, 17, around 1800. It's over $100 up. On a weekly basis, it's absolutely got nothing but blue sky ahead. Nothing but blue sky ahead. Let's do silver. Silver is somewhat the same. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Let's use the same source. Silver's kind of the same, although it is appearing that the stochastic is a little bit farther up and the CCI is a little bit farther up. But, in this kind of a bull market, you have to really get overstretched before you see a wicked pullback. And I have another indicator that is for the gold and silver market, but the proprietary CCI indicator, the proprietary coin picker indicator right here did very, very well. Most people would have been shaken out by this point, but the proprietary coin picker indicator picked it if you had sold out here, you would have just avoided the massive downturn. Whereas with the CCI and the stochastic, you were already kind of back to neutral and getting ready to buy back in. So, see, the coin picker indicator is really one of those major values. So, but both gold and silver have done very, very well. For those of you that trade the stock market, I'm going to have a quick look at it. I think the tendency for the stock market is going to be down. Let's see here. You know what? Let's just go to the TradingView main page, and we'll pick it up there. Okay, let's see here. Markets, stocks, and indices. That's what we need. Major world indices, or U.S. indices. Bam. There we go. Well, I could have picked it right there. Okay, so S&P 500 index. Let's the SPX. Let's check that. And this will give you an idea of, in my opinion, and having analyzed it just in a cursory fashion, we are primed for somewhat of a spanking. And let's get my indicators up here. Yeah, on a daily basis, it doesn't look like it's too bad at all. But on a weekly basis, this has just got a little bit further to go. Stochastic is indicating pretty heavy air above, meaning the tendency is going to be for it to drop. And because we're not in a massive bull market now, as you even get above this red dotted line, you're in pretty dangerous territory. And that's what the stochastic RSI is indicating. The CCI is not quite as strong an indicator on this, but we're in pretty dangerous territory on a weekly basis. On a daily basis, yeah, we still have some room to fly. And of course, a lot of this is going to be overwhelmed by the politics of everything. But essentially, where we're at now, I would hold gold and silver. You could even add to it. You're not in an overbought situation by a long shot. I would be very cautious with Bitcoin about getting in heavy on new positions and begin to put in some stops, because I think we could see a pretty serious downturn. Litecoin is much stronger. Ethereum, VeChain is a new recommendation here. And the recommendation that I made for my paying clients, which if you go to coinpicker.us, that's where you can sign up for a free trial for $7. And you'll get an idea of the kind of information that I pass. And what the goal is to always give a trade or two that basically pays for your subscription right off the bat. And that's fortunately been the case, generally speaking. I mean, having called the top at 19,000 and then told people get back in at 3,500 or 3,300 and thereabouts, that alone, I mean, it pays for a subscription for probably decades. But in any case, that's what I do. I'll pick a specific project to recommend. I'll analyze the majors. I'll analyze crypto, and I go into fundamentals in more depth than some reports. Right now, I'm just analyzing the charts, and especially this Coin Picker proprietary system, because I've traded with CCI and Stochastic and some other ones for a long time, but I got so many false signals that it was very, very frustrating. And I was pretty good. I did well with it. But now with this system, when I get a confirmation with the Coin Picker system that I've created, because this has been back checked and everything, I'm out. I mean, here I would have been out absolutely. May or may not have been out here, and you wouldn't have taken too serious of a bath. But here, same thing, out, missed it. And you just have to decide when, what points you want to get in and out based on the indicators that work for you. But I find that for me, the CCI is pretty good, stochastic RSI is pretty good, and then I tie it in with the Coin Picker algorithm, which every member gets access to. So, any case, that's it for now, and we will be back with another update well before the new year.